All right, NorCal Carters, we are live from Prairie City for the IKF Grand Nationals. Our first class up for the main events is going to be the Speedsense Motorsports LO206 Cadet class. They will be on track for 22 laps. So we will be hitting the track in about a minute or two. So right now there's a little bit of downtime. Donald Durbin, owner of Prairie City Karting, is addressing the drivers before they go out for the main event. The theme at the track all weekend has been, let's go race hard, let's have a good time. And there's been a lot of stuff going on in the background. Tire changing contests, push-up contests, all kinds of good stuff. So we are going to go racing, and taking over on the duties is going to be Barry Barnwell.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
You're live.
All righty.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, Cadet, 206 Cadet out on the track right now. All right, coming around for our warm-up. Track's going to change a little bit. Sunshine's starting to peek out from behind the clouds. Let's see who's prepped for this. So starting to get a little bit hazy with some sunshine, so we're going to start seeing some grip in the track. All right, here they come down the front straightaway. People warming, scrubbing their tires in. Got to be careful doing that. Seen people stack it in the barrier, so let's not do that. All right. I'm going to start slowing them down as they come out turn 8. Turn 8's going to be the top of the hill. All right, get my phone working here so I can see some Race Hero. All right, looks like we're going to go one more lap. One more lap, so we're not lined up this time by. All right, so we're going to have Giuseppe Gadera is going to be on the pole, outside pole. Looks like it's going to be a sibling, Gabby Gadera. Regan Seville starting third. Mikhail Avanesian is fourth. And Julian Sanchez, fifth. Michael McGoffey is going to be sixth. Jeremy Heath, seventh. Mateo Quinto is going to be eighth. Kason Hodge is going to be ninth. Gage Brockway, 10th. 11th, Carson McLeod. 12th, Rachel Gabel. 13th, we're going to have Zokon Hallbrook. 14th, Henry Fogarty. 15th, we're going to have Kornbluff. 16th, it's going to be Jimmy Fogarty. Starting 17th, it's going to be Tobias Matheson. 18th, Derek Wargo. All right, here they go. We're slowing down as we come around and on to 12. Still got a couple of carts that are back. So let's see what they're going to do. We're going to throw the green flag. Phil Hand likes what he sees. We've got green going into turn number 1. The Gaderas come in here. We're 4 wide coming through turn number 1. Things are going to shake out a little bit. We got some passing as we come through turn number 2. All right, looks like a pretty good start we're off to. Everybody's going to be single file as we shuffle out of 5 into turn 6. Nose to tail, little tapping and bumping as we go through turn number 6. And we're looking, it looks like Regan Seville might have started third, might have got pushed back to 4th or 5th. Regan Seville being pretty fast. It looks like, I'm going to say he's probably 4th right now. So you got the Gaderas out front. So when I call Gadera, so the brother is going to be Gadera, and then we're just going to go with Gabby when I call the other Gaderas. Here we go. All right, so you got Gadera out front. Gabby's going to be in second place. Shows Regan Seville, but I'm going to say it's going to be the 213 coming through there is going to be in third, followed by Regan Seville in 4th. All right, here we go. We got 21 laps to go. Still shuffling around, turn 7. Up to the top of 8. Here we go. They got the Gadera still out in the lead. So Gadera followed by Gabby. Gabby's going to fall back about 3 to 4 kart lengths as we come off of 10 and 11. On to 12. She's going to close the distance a little bit. So I'm going to run down her brother, only about 3 kart lengths behind. All right. She's going to be all over the bumper of her brother as they come down into turn number 1.
Brother's Matt.
Matt? Okay, yeah, on here it's Matt? Okay. Matt Gadera is going to be out in the lead. Gabby Gadera is going to go purple that time by with a 50.1. Julian Sanchez in 213 is going to move up into the 3rd spot. Mikhail Avanesian in 4th. Regan Seville is going to be 5th. 6th spot is going to be McGoffey, followed by Hodge in 7th. Quinto is going to be 8th. Heath 9th. Brockway, that rounds out your top 10 right now. All right. So we're going to have Gabby all over the back of Matt. So that's going to be Matt Gadera is what we're going to call here. So Matt and Gabby coming onto the front straightaway. Gabby all over the back of his bumper as they come across the start-finish line. Regan Seville back there, he's protecting the inside as he comes down into turn number 1. And I'm going to say he's got Mikhail Avanesian right behind him as he comes through. Gabby's going to go purple with a 49.6. All right. We got 1 kart off right now. Still a lot of action as they come through. And we're going to check in with the 223. Cornbluth, Heath, Gabel. They're having a good race there. Fogarty's going to be up there. That's Jimmy and Matheson. All right, let's see what happens. All right, the Gadera is still out in front. No change in the lead. All right, now they're looking at about 20 kart length over Seville as they come off of 11. On to 12. Gabby all over the back of Matt. Matt tucking, trying to find everything he can. Let's see how Gabby plays this. Brother and sister coming down into turn number 1. So far playing pretty nice. Seville looking pretty good as he comes down in. Avanesian looking good. Sanchez going to move back to 5th. We still got a lot of racing all over the track as they come down into turn number 1. Everybody flying off down there. Looks like the track might be picking up a little bit of grip as we come through. All right, the Gaderas running nose to tail. They just ran 49.7s apiece as they come through. They're going to go through the snake pit off of turn 10, through the sweeper into 11. All right, looks like they're going to pull a little bit more time on Seville and Avanesian. So let's see what happens. A little further in the race, see if they start slowing down or not. So Matt's going to pull about 2 kart lengths on his sister as they come down into 1. So Gabby all over the back of him. Everybody going purple this time by. The purple's flying through the chart. Avanesian right now with a 49.5s going purple. So everybody running 6s and 8s. So Avanesian with a 5 right now. Oh, big pass down in turn number 1. Almost lost it as we came through there. That's going to be the 234 of Tobias Matheson. Going to make a pass on the 262 of Rachel Gabel. All right. The Gadera is still out front. Nose to tail as Matt leads them onto the front straightaway. Gabby's going to be drafting. We're a kart length. We're bumper to bumper as we come down into 1. Gabby looking to the outside. Just going to follow her brother in. Here they come. All right, Seville and Avanesian, they're packing up right now, trying to do everything they can to push forward to catch those leaders. So a lot of racing back here with McGoffey, Sanchez, Hodge, Quinto as they come through. They got a nice pack of 4 carts as they're coming off of 4 into 5. Still some good racing even a little bit further back. You got Hallbrook all over the back of Jimmy Fogarty as they come through. Hallbrook to the inside of Fogarty, passing on the outside of turn 4 is going to make it stick. Full throttle through turn 5. All right, here come the Caderos coming onto the front straightaway. Let's take a ride with them. Here we go, start-finish line. There we go, coming down into turn number 1. Still all over the back. Here we go. We're going to go through turn number 2. Let's take a track ride. Turn number 3. Let's not drop a wheel there. Full throttle as we go through the right-hander through turn number 4. Full throttle clear up into 5. A light lift back on the throttle as we come off of 5. Hard brake into 6 as we round 6 full throttle, and we're going down through the squigglies to turn 7. Turn 7, we're getting a full throttle pull up the hill. And here they come to the top. We're going to launch off of turn 8. There they come off of turn 8, get some air, down through 9, off of 10. We're going to call this 10 in the sweeper as they come through. All right, here come your leaders. The last 2 turns, 11, 12. Gabby still all over the back of Matt as they come onto the front straightaway. Seville, Albanese, and about 20 carts back. So they're trying to do everything they can to catch up with the leaders. Albanese all over the back of Seville as they come through 2 and 3. They're starting to work hard. All right, Regan Seville at time by with a 49.48. So we're about 1 to 2 tenths faster than the leaders. And we got 14 laps to go. So let's see if they can track them down. 202, Fogarty and McLeod coming off of turn number 3 and turn number 4 having a good race. All right, the 2 races right now are up front. We got first and second. Gabby moves to the inside, takes over the lead, turn 1. And brother's going to give it up. Gabby all over the wheel, hitting the curb, and we're going crazy. She's asking for a push from the brother as they come off of 4. So let's see if they lost a little time to second and third place, because that's what second and third are looking for. And right now, Seville and Avanesian are going fast. Avanesian fast with a 49.3. They picked up about 4 tenths on the leaders that last lap. That's what happens when you start to racing. All right, I can see now as they come on to 10, that gap's closed a little bit, but we still got about 15 cart lengths between second and third. All right, here come your leaders. Gabby onto the front straightaway. Matt second. Seville, Avanesian, everything. They're hooking everything they can do. Gabby drives a little wide into turn number 1. So they better get going, because right now you got Gabby running a 49.9. Matt ran a 50.1. And we're going to have some action, because fourth and fifth, or third and fourth right now, they just went about 4 to 5 tenths faster than the leaders. I think they were faster pulling away with Matt in the lead, but right now Gabby's going to lead as they come down through the snake pit. All right, we got a good race back here. The 202 of Fogarty, McLeod, and Fogarty coming through right there. It's nice to see a good 3-horse race as they come through there. All right, Gabby's got a big gap over her brother now, about 4 cart lengths as they come in. Avanesian, he's within striking distance now. You can smell the blood. They're about 10 cart lengths as they dive off into 4. Avanesian and Seville working hard together to catch those 2 front, the Gaderos up front. So that time by, Gabby running a 49.4, Seville with a 49.3. All right. They got a 3-horse race coming down here now. We got 3 carts coming into turn number 1. That's Fogarty, and I want to say McLeod in there. All right, your leader's not far off of coming up on some lap traffic. You got Gabby still in the lead, followed by Matt. Regan Seville and Avanesian giving chase. So right now, Gabby ran a 49.8. Seville running a 49.4. They're still grabbing about 4/10 a lap. So they better figure out something with the carts because we're going to have a 4-cart race for the lead here in a few minutes. All right, leaders back down into turn number 1. Gadara and Gadara lead. First and second. Seville fast. He's within about 8 cart lengths now. He's making up some time. Mikhail Avanesian fast, but he's getting gapped a little bit by Seville. So that time by Regan Seville running a 49.3. 3 to 4 tenths faster than leaders as they came through. Hey, here comes your leaders. We got a 3-horse race now. The draft taking effect as we come down the start-finish line. You got Gabby in the lead, followed by Matt. Regan Seville running a 49.3. He's about 5 tenths faster than the leaders. He's caught him. And Mikhail Avanesian right there also. He's about a tenth off of the leaders. He's trying to make something happen. Let's see what happens when Seville gets in the middle of the Gaderas. And going through turn 6 looks pretty good right now. And it also looks like Avanesian's still making up the difference. All right. We got Brockway and Cornbluff coming through here running nose to tail. Look at the 234 diving it down into 1. And through 2, trying to make something happen on the 299. That's going to be Cornbluff and Holbrook as they come through turn number 4. All right, to the inside. Seville's going to take over second place. Seville goes to P2. Matt Gadara all over the back bumper of Seville. Gives Gabby a little bit of breathing room, about 5 cart lengths as she ducks off into turn number 4. And they're going to get to racing here. That's going to allow Avanesian back up in this. It looks like Hodge and Quinto are having a good race as they come through. Another good race coming down into turn number 1. So that's the 212 and the 223 it looks like. So that's going to be Brockway and Cornbluff coming through. The 299 fast, but needs to make up some time. What? They're hauling butt. All right, here comes your leader. Gabby Gadara dives down into turn number 1. He's got about 10 cart lengths over Seville. Matt Gadara all over the back of Seville as they come off at turn number 3. Mikhail Avanesian about 5 carts back from third place right now. We're going to have a 3-cart race in there in a second. Hodge and Quinto coming off at turn number 3. Quinto in the 205 trying to keep up with Hodge as they go through turn number 4. All right, here comes another good race coming down into turn number 1. The 223 all over the back of the 212. 223 on him as he comes through turn number 2. 223 trying to do everything he can, make up the difference coming off the corner. Love this 234 hauling out butt down into turn number 1. All over that wheel coming down here. Here comes the leaders into turn number 1. Gabby Gadara a little fast. She pushes wide when 1. Still has a lead of about 3 cart lengths over Seville. Matt Gadara on his bumper as they come off. Avanesian's going to drop off a few cart lengths as they come through. Hodge and Cornbluff coming through. Still looking good. All right, nice pass by the 223 down into the turn 1. 223, that's going to be Luca Cornbluff coming through there, passing Holbrook. And Seville to the inside, going to make the pass on Gadara as they come down into turn number 1. Seville's going to take over the lead. That's going to put Gabby and Matt right behind the leader. Mikhail Avanesian still hanging in there, waiting to get a little racing going on so he can catch him. So Hodge and Quinto 6th and 7th, just outside the top 5. You got the 261 of Michael McGoffey. He's just kind of hanging steady there in 5th place. Nobody around. He's all by himself. All right, here comes the leader diving off down into turn number 1. Gabby closes the distance. Seville overdrives turn 1. He's going to miss the turn into 2, but he's going to have a handful as he comes off of 3 into 4. Gabby all over the back of him as they come into 5. Matt Gadara right there pushing his sister as they come through. All right. Hodge and Quinto nose to tail as they duck off into turn 5. I'm still waiting for Quinto to make a move on Hodge. Is all over the back of him as they go through number 6. All right, here come the leaders. The leaders are coming around the sweeper. Coming into turn 11. On to turn number 12. Here we come on the front straightaway. All 3 of them. All nose to tail as we come down the front straightaway. Matt's cart looked like it's giving out a little bit. Gabby Gadara closes the distance, just flat drives that car down into turn number 1. All over the back of Seville. And we're having a little tapping action as we come off of 3. Gabby's like, hey, you better get that thing moving. Let's go. All right, here comes Hodge and Quinto coming through right now. The 205 all over the back of the 298 as they come off at 3. I'm waiting for Quinto to make a move, but at the same time, I think that they're doing a good job working together. They need to catch the 221. Comes the leaders. White flag is out. Seville in the lead, followed by Gabby Gadara and Matt Gadara as they come through. See, they're all nose to tail. They're side by side all over. Seville, we're too wide coming off of 3. Gabby all over the back bumper. Matt all over the bumper of Gabby trying to push her up. Here we come into 6. Nobody's going to make a move. Avanesian's going to come up in it. We got a 4-cart race as they head into 7. All right, last lap out. Let's see what happens. They're going to come to the top of the hill in 8. Here they come. Seville still in the lead. Gabby in 2nd. Matt Gadara in 3rd. Avanesian's in the hunt. Here they come through the sweeper through turn number 11. Gabby Gadara all over the bumper. The Gadara's going to touch. Seville's going to win it, followed by Gabby. And I believe Avanesian is going to move up to 3rd past Matt. McGoffey 4th. Here comes the race. Quinto making a move on Hodge. I'm not sure if he got him, but that was a good race. So Hodge is going to take it with 6th.
Yeah. Who's up now? We got Master. You got these guys?
206 Masters, yeah. All right, 206 Masters. That's all we're doing. 206 Masters. Cole Nelson Racing. 206 Masters on the grid. Hey,
And then call up the next
Cole
class.
Nelson.
Call up the next class.
Cole Nelson Racing. All right, order 3 is going to be. That's
Nash Motorsports?
no, who is that one? It's Grandmasters.
No, it should be Junior.
Junior.
Yeah.
Junior 2. Okay.
You gotta call them up.
All right. Nash Motorsports Junior 2. Nash Motorsports 206 Junior.